Hello, and welcome to the podcast, Falcon.
Hello, Sir Somicron. Thank you for the welcome. Hope you're
Mm.
doing well on this podcast day.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's
Yeah,
too warm, but it's fine.
yeah.
Yeah. So we decided to come back for 2026. Our contract got renewed for another season. Isn't that wonderful?
I know. We spent like 18 hours in the negotiation room with Twitch, and they were like, all right, you've worn us down. You can do 2026 as well. So here we are.
Yeah, that's exactly how it went. It's weird. They still offered no money though. It's impressive
I
how we were
know.
able to get such a great deal from them. Yeah.
I mean, it took all of our skills at just talking and negotiating and all of those important skills, but we got it
Mm,
done, and that's all that matters.
we got it done. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We did. So it still hasn't snowed more than like a quarter of an inch here in Salt Lake City this season, and so I was like, when's the last time this happened? So apparently in 1891, the winter of 1891, it snowed like half an inch on like January the 8th, and that was the first snow of the season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we are coming up on, yeah, in like 3 more days, we're coming up on like a super, super old record for the valley. So
Fair enough.
we will see.
Yeah.
Some news articles I saw from like local newspapers were like, it did actually snow on December the 22nd. It was an eighth of an inch of what we call like grok or something like that. And I'm like, I don't think that counts. I will disregard that. It still has not snowed. It's like,
Yeah.
look, man, if it comes down and it's gone in like 10 seconds, that's not snow. What are you talking about?
I think it's still technically snow. It's
Yeah.
just not useful for the purpose of like, do I need to shovel my driveway? You know.
Yeah. Or do we have to have snowplows on the roads? Or can we
Right.
make a snowman? Or any of that stuff? It's irrelevant.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm curious. We're kind of on snow watch right now. When are we going to get enough snow where like I have to get the shovel
You
out of the garage?
you're jinxing it. You're jinxing it right now.
I am. I'm
Yeah.
not asking for it. I'm just
Mm,
curious.
you're
I'm
willing it into existence.
scientifically.
Yeah.
No, no, no. Here's how I will it into existence. Stupid snow. Why aren't you here yet? It's supposed to snow. It's winter. I hate you so much. Do it.
You're gonna wake up in 3 days and it's gonna be above your door. Like just so much snow. You're gonna be snowed right into the house.
Ooh, that'd be fun because everything would shut down at
Mm.
that point. Wouldn't have to take the kids to school. That would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Could just stay in and stream all day, and the kids could go make snowmen if they wanted, and that'd be a great day. Let's do that.
How are
The
they?
worst snow is where it's like 6 to 8 inches, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Where it's enough snow that it sucks to drive in, and there's going to be 300 accidents in it, and you have to shovel the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not so much snow that everyone's just like, shut it down.
Right.
Yeah.
It's enough to be annoying, but not enough for it to be officially problematic to just like cancel things and be like, don't bother coming in to work or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Give
There's
me that. Give me problematic.
there's like a rumor when I was in high school where if the temperature got above like 40 degrees, it'd send kids home from school. And so we'd
Yeah.
all be sitting there going, "Oh, is it above 40? Is it above 40? It's only 39." You know.
Come on. Come on.
I don't believe any such rule really exists.
Mm-mm.
I should ask my brother. He's a teacher. I'll send him a
Yeah.
text being
See if they
like,
do that now. Hey,
"Do kids get to go home if it's like 40 degrees
like your
or
schools have
50?"
air conditioning, I assume.
Some rooms, maybe.
Really?
Yeah, it wouldn't be standardized. It'd be whatever the school can afford to upgrade that year if they get it. Because think about
Dang.
it, they schools at one point would have been built without them. So schools being around for like 90 years, you need to like upgrade them, and that budget has to come from somewhere. Like maybe some newer private schools are all built with them included, but I don't know.
I mean, if you've got a heating system, you have the ductwork already, right?
No, not here. We don't do
You
HVAC. Remember, like.
HVAC doesn't exist in Australia.
It,
That
it,
is an
it,
obstacle to
it
my
kind
whole
of does.
plan.
It kind of does. We have ducted heating, right, in some homes, right? But when we think of an air conditioner, it's like a window rattler.
Yeah.
And when we're thinking about, oh, well, if you have heating, who said we have heating?
Right.
Like,
Good point. Good point. Never gets cold enough.
oh, it does in winter. Yeah, it absolutely can get cold enough in a classroom. That kids would prefer heating. And we do have heaters, but they're like radiators. They don't also cold. They're just like mounted to the side of the
Mm.
wall, and 70% of them didn't work. You know?
Right. Although back to the kind of window-mounted air conditioner rattlers, that couldn't be too expensive, right?
Um,
It'd get the job done.
it would get the job done. I'm just thinking like you'd have to like budget for maintenance and repair, like
Hmm.
ongoing costs and stuff. And
Yep.
so they probably wouldn't just install them like now because you could probably get better stuff in a bulk deal for cheaper. And so they'd be like, well, if we wait 10 years, we can slowly save up money and get the better thing. And then you have 10 years of like an entire generation of kids going to school with no air conditioners. that's
Yes.
that's how that works. It's great.
Hmm. Sounds great.
Yeah.
So wait, hold on. I
Sending
think I should know this.
kids home when it gets too hot. Cool. Yeah,
No, say 40 degrees.
no, you'll know what I mean.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
That's
he,
fair.
there's no way he won't understand what I mean. I wrote it in English and in plain text. You're right.
Fair
Anyway,
enough.
you should know this. Go on.
Oh, I should know, when are your kids out of school for the out of school part of the year?
Oh, so we're out of school at the moment. These are our summer
Okay.
holidays. We
So
get,
it is during the hot season.
yeah, we get 6 weeks.
Oh,
So
okay.
basically, the last week of December, right through to almost the first week of February is usually how that plan pans out. I think
Hmm.
my brother goes back to school as a teacher a week before the kids do for like planning and stuff. Um, but yeah, that's our biggest break, and then we get three more sets of like 2 weeks throughout the year, every ten
Okay.
weeks or so. Yeah,
Interesting. So what's that add up to?
about 10 weeks, all up.
All right. Makes sense.
Yeah,
Interesting. So it's not one big chunk. It's kind of just separated out into different smaller chunks.
yeah. Let's
Right
see.
on.
Uh, I found the well, it's not quite a calendar. I wish it would just tell me when the breaks were, but it's like I can
Yeah.
work out when the breaks are because it's like first term is 2nd of February to the 2nd of April, and then you come back on the 22nd of April. So you're getting 20 days there, uh,
Yeah, that's a
closer
good
to three
chunk.
week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, then the 3rd of July is when term two ends, and you don't go back until the 21st.
Hmm.
And then that term, the third term, ends on September 25th, and that goes to October 13th.
Hmm.
And then October to December 17th is the last term. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So
All,
it's definitely split out.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah. All split out.
That's cool. I think that's good.
So,
That's a long enough break where you're feel like it's a break,
mm-hmm.
but like not so much that like you're super bored.
No. I mean, yeah. I definitely remember being super bored.
Right. At some point.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Two weeks I feel like is just long enough that you can go, man, I've got all the time in the world when you're like 9, and then 2 weeks later goes by in about a day and a half, and you're like, oh man,
Yep.
back to school already. Where did the time go?
Oh, the worst feeling.
Yeah.
That is the worst feeling. You go to
Mm.
bed the night before and you're like, I squandered it. I squandered my time. I should have had more fun than I did.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Also, I wish school would never come back. That would be the best.
Totally.
Totally.
Totally. I mean, I don't
Totally
have
the
to go to
best.
school anymore. It's fine.
I know. Oh, it is. That is the best. I was right.
Yep.
8-year-old me was completely correct on this.
So speaking of school, on Sunday I had a little Korean barbecue lunch slash dinner with some friends of mine from high school that I hadn't seen in like 12, 13 years.
Well, how
Yeah.
did this come about?
One of them
That's a
just like
long time.
messaged me on Instagram and was like, "Hey,
Oh,
uh,
Like,
Luke
do
and
you
I.
follow them on Insta already, or this come out of nowhere?
Well, okay, so we started following each other like 6 months ago, and they had asked, "Do you want to catch up for beers?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, we'll figure something out." And like 6 months went by, and it
Gotcha.
doesn't happen. And then they're like, "Okay, we're doing Korean barbecue. Do you and Ethan want to come?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
Nice.
And then we managed to get a couple other people there, so that was a lot of fun,
Yeah.
reminiscing.
Totally.
Some of my friends not changed a lot. Uh,
Uh huh.
yeah, like I mean, it's a stereotype, and I don't want to make fun of the guy because he's a really nice guy. But when I knew him in high school, he was just like, I'm gonna stay at home and watch anime all day as an adult. And
You're
uh,
like, cool plan, John.
yeah,
Yeah.
cool plan. And yeah, that's what he did for the last 15 years. Uh,
Ha- like,
he
did he have a job?
Oh, he has a job. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He doesn't
Okay.
go anywhere. He doesn't spend any money on anything but like anime figures. And he went to Japan, and he spent less in Japan over 3 weeks than the cost of the flight. So he was
Right.
frugal there too. Um,
Does
but
he own a samurai sword?
I don't think so.
Ah, all right. I need to
But
reconfigure the weeb chart, I think. If this guy's not a weeb, I don't know who is.
oh,
Uh-huh.
he's a mega weeb. He showed me his
I know.
my anime list. He's like completed 3,000 anime. Right?
Has he completed? Is he up to date on One Piece?
Yep.
Whew. Okay, fair
Yeah,
enough. Weeb.
that's a litmus test that I asked him. Yeah,
Yeah.
he
I'm
was.
just saying, I think I need to move anime, like, sword, samurai sword to, like, even higher than it is on the chart already, I think.
Right.
Because if this guy doesn't have one.
How committed you have to be before you get a katana? Yeah,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
yeah.
mm-hmm.
See, I feel like the katana is misleading because regular sword bros might have one, but it doesn't necessarily make you a weeb.
If the only sword you own is a katana,
Okay.
weeb.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that seems mostly fair. I think there might be exceptions for like if it's a katana from from like a game. You might get a like an exception there. Depending on the game,
I
obviously.
don't know.
If it's like Final Fantasy, you're like, okay, yeah, no, but
But what if it's like Sekiro, right? You just really, really love Sekiro, and you're like, I want a katana like I used in Sekiro, and then you get a like real $5,000 katana off the internet that you probably got ripped off on, right?
probably. I feel like if you're at the
Do
point,
people do that?
I don't know. Theoretically, sure. I feel like a lot of people who go, I'm gonna impulse buy a katana are not dropping 5K.
Mm-hmm.
Because a 5K katana is like you're probably buying something that's 300 years old and is like historically valuable, not just like valuable. Like that's where you are with sword prices.
$2,000?
I don't know.
One?
Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna look up katana.
Okay.
Katana for sale. Let's.
All right.
Um, it wants to sell me $169 for a Heian katana. Um, it looks like a piece of shit, right? So I bet that's the price range of I'm impulse buying a katana, and I'm getting something that might look good on a shelf or a stand on my mantle,
Yeah.
but
Stupid.
not
Yeah,
a
I think
yeah.
like a true weeb who's like
Mhm.
Japan is superior in all things is gonna spend more than that, right?
Sure, but if you have just a katana, I don't think that makes you a super weeb. Is my
That's
point.
fair. Yes, we do. We need to edit. We need to edit the scale definitely. So it's like if the only sword you own is a
Ooh,
two
okay.
thousand dollar.
I found Australia Antique Nihonto Katana signed by Yasuhige. It comes with a certificate of like production. It's $5,300.
And that's
Um,
not like a historically important one. That's just one you can buy that was made like last year.
no, it was made in the 16th century. Uh,
Ah, so that is what we're talking about. Yeah, you
yeah,
got it. You
yeah,
nailed it.
and it's
Yeah,
yeah.
right. So
Um,
again, I don't think a weeb needs that. I think a
I think a
super
weeb would
ultra deluxe
have
weeb has that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, so is that the top level? Is that like you
is
are the ultimate weeb if you spent $5,000 on a katana from the 16th century?
yeah, that's Probably I
That's
am
fair.
ultimate weeb. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, we can bump up that if you have like a cheap katana but a fedora, that's the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? There we go. That's the equivalent.
Both? Or are you saying either or?
No, both, both. If you
If
have
you have a fedora and a
and
cheap katana, that counts as a $5,000 16th century katana.
for weeb rankings, yeah,
Yeah. I gotcha.
yeah,
Okay. I hear it. I hear it. That's fine.
yeah.
All right. Probably should have something on there for how much you've spent on anime figurines
Mm.
total.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you
Definitely.
spent like $200 on anime figurines, it's like, all right. But if you spent like, again, $5,000 on anime figurines,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
that's a whole nother level.
Yeah, that yep. There's gotta be rules
Yeah.
for all of this. Yeah.
How much have you spent on anime figurines, Omicron?
Does Warhammer count as an anime figurine?
Ooh. I mean, from my experience on Reddit, I feel like the Warhammer and anime communities overlap quite a bit.
I
Hmm.
mean, if you say it does, I'm over your $200 threshold. I'm willing to admit that.
Yeah, but I mean, over it by like $100 or over it by a lot.
Over it by like 100x at least.
Okay, I
Uh,
gotcha.
uh, hold on.
Doing some quick maths.
Let me do some quick maths. If I take this number and divide it by the 200, I'm over it by at least 75x of the 200.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, fair enough.
yeah. Also, I got a
What's the most
message back from my brother.
you did?
To the
Yes.
best of my knowledge, there is nothing official as a rule, which is thoroughly disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it
so
sounds like he's never seen it, and he
no,
would have
yeah,
at some point.
yeah,
Yeah. Bummer.
yeah. It's a real bummer.
Yeah. On a just a related short tangent, snow days used to be a thing in Salt Lake when I was growing up.
Mm-hmm.
If it snowed enough, it was cataclysmic. Everything shut down.
Mm-hmm.
But ever since COVID, they're just like, if it snows a million feet, you're doing work from your Chromebook from home today.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do class, and it's like, that sucks. Like they completely took snow days away from this generation. They don't even know what that is anymore. Boo.
Yeah.
That's all. That's my
Um.
side rant.
So I've heard this rant before from
Mm.
CGP Grey, who made this very point
Yeah.
when in like the middle of COVID, he put out a video just for it.
Mm.
And as an Australian who's never had a snow day, I'm like, oh well. Like, lots of people this generation aren't having snow days ever. So great. If there's one thing we can look back in COVID and go, maybe it was a good thing, was like we now have the infrastructure to do remote learning when school would otherwise be unavailable to physically reach.
I know, but we made it up at the end of the year. They would be like, all right, we took a snow day on December 19th, and now our school ends on May the 29th instead of the 28th. Like, we'd account for it. We weren't stealing from the children's education.
Right, but okay, so you just want to call the last day of the year a snow day and be like, oh, we're actually going for the 29th, but the last day of the year, despite not being when it's snowing, we're calling it a snow day and letting the kids out a day early? Like,
If we
instead.
don't use it,
No. Like, um, so you would stay back a day later in the school year if you had a
to
snow
make
day.
up for the
Right.
snow day in the winter, right?
Right. So why don't we just extend the school year by a day and call that day a snow day? So kids get to pretend they're getting a day off. That feeling of skipping school for weather
Oh,
reasons.
yeah. I mean, you can do that. The kids will be like, screw you, man. It's not the same thing. There's nothing after that. I don't have any homework or things that I'm missing out on. I understand this. But sure, man, you want to call it a snow day and make me feel like I'm not missing out on an integral part of my childhood? Go for it, man.
Uh,
You'd be a
uh,
good school administrator, Salmacron.
I'm just trying to
Hey,
find the middle
kids,
ground.
we're giving you snow days back. Oh, Mr.
What?
Salmacron, how does this work? Well,
In
in
August.
June, at the very end of the year.
You know, I would rename Saturdays to Snow Day, and they can have every snow day off.
Yeah, you're mean. Woof. Mm. Anyhow, enough about how you're mean.
Barely touched on it.
Barely. So I've been playing Pillars of Eternity on stream the last couple weeks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So one thing I just want to quick open with is there are more bugs in this game than I was hoping for.
Oh, okay.
Like I understand kickstarted, maybe you didn't really budget enough for QA and you kind of did this yourself. I get it, Obsidian, fine. Also, Obsidian games are never flawlessly executed. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But man, I'm running like the fourth or fifth weird glitchy bug thing that I've seen in this game. I'm like, all right, I'm allowing for like two or three of these, but we're running into four, five, six, seven of these, and it's getting annoying.
Yeah, I'm playing New Vegas at the moment,
Huh?
and it's also an Obsidian game, and I just got to Vegas, and every time I go through a door into like a backroom casino on the strip, it's like crash.
Oh, ooh, that's worse than what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
Okay.
It auto saves when I get in the room, so I load up and hit continue, and I'm in the room, and it's fine, right?
Oh, okay. I thought it was like it auto saves and then I load and it crashes.
No, no, it. Yeah, it's just the time it takes to launch the game again, but it's annoying.
On an SSD, I sincerely hope it's not longer than like 5 seconds.
Yeah, and most of the time it takes to
Yeah.
load something is Obsidian being like, "Here's our intro logo."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Um,
Right.
I'm
Good,
like
good.
mashing the space bar. Skip, 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 skip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in Pillars, there's this weird bug where you have this fort that they put in as a Kickstarter like stretch goal. Like if we get this much money, we'll give you your own fort to upgrade and people come visit you and you get quests from them and stuff and it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this bug where this particular person you have this log that tells you what's going on back at your fort no matter where you are. And it's like, "Hey, a visitor showed up. She came back. You helped her with her experiments and now she wants some more help." And I'm like, "Cool. I like this person." So I go back, she's not there. She's not anywhere in the fort. And I'm like, is she in the dungeons? Is she hanging out in the woods near? Can't find her. So I Google, "Where is this person?" And it's like, "Yeah, she doesn't show up. It's a weird bug, like 2016." And I'm like, "Ah." And I found this post from the 2020 that was like, "Hey, they're addressing this bug. They're gonna fix it." And I'm like, "Oh."
Oh.
And then like the next post 2 days later is like, "Yeah, I didn't fix it." So, super, super annoying bug. There's another thing where I have a hunter in my party, and she's got a like big white fox as her companion. And sometimes it dies, but it gets stuck in an alive position and doesn't get back up after the battle is over.
Oh, okay.
So the way it does it in Pillars is you fight, and if one person is still alive at the end of the fight, everybody else goes, "Oh," and they get back up, and they're like, "Okay, we're good,"
Mm-hmm.
including the fox, 99% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But a couple times now, it's like I'm trying to go to the next screen. It's like you have to have your whole party to go to the next area, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, who did I miss?" And like the fox is like way back over there, and like it looks like it's alive, but it's definitely dead, and it's not responding to anything.
Oh.
Or fox.
How do you fix that? Do you just save and reload? Like,
Yeah, it's a quick save and reload.
okay,
But
it's still
yeah.
annoying.
It is totally.
Yeah.
First time it happened, I was like, "He looks
Why?
fine." And,
Yeah.
yeah,
Someone taxidermied my fox.
yeah.
Yeah, my mate Ethan, my housemate, former housemate, he bought me and himself copies of Battlefield 6,
Hmm?
the new Battlefield. So that meant I had to go in and enable secure boot and all this stuff for it because they're like,
Ugh.
you know, with Windows 10 making this the new, and Windows 11 making this the new standard, we're going to force you to have it as well. That way we can, for anti-cheating purposes, like we're able to really, great, you have kernel level access to my computer, you should be able to have no cheaters. I don't know if I think this is a great, I don't feel great about it myself, but you know, it's like, okay. I turned it on, and I'm playing, and my housemate, who is a gun nut and a supposed history nut, is like, all of these guns are shit, right? because they're just
As in,
as in like um I'm shooting you with this kind of gun, 2 shots to the face, you should die regardless of what the game says, kind of thing. It's like,
is Battlefield that kind of game?
is it supposed to be hyper realistic? No, but it's what he wants from
Okay.
every game with guns, right?
Okay. So
He's
he's being unrealistic in his expectations about Battlefield 6.
Yeah, he's
Got
also
it.
just like, oh, what they call this gun something else, but it's actually the MP7. But they don't call it an MP7, and he's like,
Right.
they're just too lazy to go and get the license to use the name. And I did some digging, and the best, most likely reason that people can find online is that, like, well, after Sandy Hook, Remington got sued, and so game devs and weapon manufacturers alike don't want to run the risk, and so they just don't put any licensed gun names in, despite using something that looks approximately the right shape and fires the right way.
So none of them are in there?
Only if the company has already gone defunct, essentially, will they be in video games.
Yeah.
So the company that made like the Mac 10, this like Uzi thing, that will
Yeah.
tend to get its own name because they're out of business. But other
Someone
than,
shoots up a school with a Mac 10. Good luck. Good luck suing the maker of the Mac 10. They're already dead.
right,
Wow. What a dark world we live in.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So he's been complaining about that. He complains endlessly, and I'm just like, why did you suggest we buy this game? But back to my original point, instead of whining about whining, I was playing a match, and I'm like approaching this burning house, and I'm like, oh, that's a bit glary. Turn it down, J.J. Abrams. Like, and I kept getting closer, and the entire screen went like white, filled with blinding light. It's
Flashbanged.
it's this weird bug that's just on that map, just on those houses, where like the way the fire reflects off the sheet metal roofing or whatever, it just produces a glow that reflects onto itself and just continually glows brighter the more you like the closer you get to it. It
Wow.
it's the heart of a reactor kind of glow.
Yeah.
And then it turns out the solution was I had to turn my graphic settings up from low to medium, and it was fine.
Weird bug.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I feel like it's kind of realistic to approach a burning house and be like, wow, it's blindingly fire. But
Yeah,
maybe not that bad.
it didn't look like fire does. It just
Right,
looked
right,
like it looked like a reactor glow, you know?
Like, what is in this house?
Right. If the rest of the map hadn't been a golf course, I would have thought it was a reactor, you know, like
Right.
or an energy
Yeah.
station.
Weird place.
Yeah.
Weird place for a nuclear reactor to be. Golf course. Fair enough. So how is it otherwise? You having fun?
Yeah, more or less. It's nothing. It's not blowing my mind, but it is the kind of game that I'll pick up once a year, like the new Call of Duty or the new Battlefield, and I'm gonna have fun with it for about 2 weeks, and then forget it exists for the rest of the year. And
Sounds about right. Then Battlefield 7 will come out at some point, and you'll go, oh yeah, Battlefield exists.
yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
The great world we live in. Quick aside, I'm running Windows 10 these days. I'm on month 4 now of running without any support from Microsoft. They keep telling me. They're like, hey, you're unsupported. Do you want to buy extra support? And I'm like, no. I don't.
Yeah, so I am still on Windows 10.
Nice.
Yeah. But because Windows 11 is using all these features as standard, game developers like Battlefield have decided they can demand we turn it on or the game won't run.
If your computer doesn't have secure boot, what do they do?
You don't play the game.
Damn.
Which is funny
Totally sucks.
because I played the open beta and I didn't have it turned on, and I was still able to get into games despite them saying, you need to have this on, and I hit OK, and then it loads you into the game anyway. So I wonder if it'll do it with the released version. But me and my mate went through the process of going to our BIOS and changing a bunch of stuff, and he had to like reinstall Windows to do it because of the way his setup was. It was very funny to not be in the room and have to deal with that.
Yeah, hearing about it afterward is very funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm also getting the, hey, would you like to buy the secure update package? And I'm like, I thought you guys weren't going to support Windows 10 security updates. We will if you pay for it, is the answer.
Right.
But I did see a video about a bug with that. Because
with the pay for extended support.
no, well, sort of. People are saying that because Windows is doing a lot of code with AI, and that they now essentially have two tiers of Windows 10 users: the paid support and the not. Um, there's the pause updates for 7 days button is broken, so you can't pause
Oh,
updates. So if you accidentally turn on download latest updates when they're available, it will update you to Windows 11 overnight without you asking because you can't pause it anymore. And so people are like, is that a bug or are they just forcing people into Windows 11?
wait, that's a Windows update to push you to 11 from 10?
Yeah,
This
yeah, yeah.
Windows update isn't even trying to do that, as far
My
as I
my
know.
one says, "Would you like to update to Windows 11 right now?" And it's like, no, I'm just not going to turn on the get updates as soon as they're available button. Uh,
I mean, maybe because mine can't do Windows 11, it's not even trying.
what do
Yeah.
you need?
Uh, I forget. TPM or something?
TPM 2.0? Yeah, we need to turn
Yeah.
that on. Yep.
Don't have it.
You probably can. I mean, PC's not your motherboard's not that old. Your CPU and all that. It's not.
I
It's
don't
not.
have secure boot. Is that a thing?
Okay, maybe. Maybe it's time for an upgrade.
Nope. Screw Windows. Windows 11's garbage.
Upgrade to Linux.
No. Linux can't play all the games.
I'm sure they can play Broodwell. It's fine.
Can it? Are you sure?
No, I'm really not sure.
Right?
I would be surprised if it couldn't.
Hmm.
Can you? I mean, you could run it on the Nintendo. Linux. Can you play StarCraft Broodwell on Linux? r/Linux Gaming. Lutris is a free open source game manager for Linux based operating systems. It'll play Brood War apparently
There you go. Fancy.
if you have a specific game manager application.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, it sounds like it's doable.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. I've solved your Microsoft dependency issue.
Hmm.
It was easy.
Well, problem solved then. Whatever. I'm sticking on 10. We'll see what happens. It's a science experiment more than anything else at this point.
Yep.
I mean, there are plenty of machines out there running Windows XP.
It's true. That's very true. Oh my god. I still have this Katana site open. Would you like to guess the most expensive katana that they have for sale?
$15,000.
No.
Up or down?
Up.
Wow. 20.
Up.
30?
No. 22.7.
$22,000 for a
Yeah.
katana from the year 1200.
1573. 80.
Okay.
Yeah. But wow. Who has that kind of money? Collectors, I suppose.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Super duper ultra mega weeb if you buy that.
Yeah.
Broke the scale.
Broke the
Hmm.
Yeah. Uh,
Mm. So also in pillars, I'm level 10
okay.
and I'm chasing this dude. Okay, so in the pillars world, which I forget what the name of the world is, but it's a specific world build.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you get reincarnated.
Okay.
When you die, your soul is taken and recycled back into the world as a baby. Nobody remembers it, but everybody is like 100% on board with the fact that your soul is reincarnated and this is a known fact.
Right.
So there's this dude whose name is Theos, who for some reason gets reincarnated and remembers his past life. So he's had like
Mm.
27 lifetimes of remembering and learning and doing stuff and planning and plotting, right?
Right.
So he's doing all this bad stuff. We figure out he's causing this weird thing in the land called it's a holoborn epidemic, where children are born without souls.
Okay.
Again, they have a very different relationship with souls in
Well,
this world than we
right.
do. Uh, and it's just a terrible epidemic. Nobody knows what's happening. Everyone's blaming everybody else. It's this terrible thing, but this guy Theos is doing it.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, generic evil guy stuff, I guess. Cool. Not really super interested in the overarching story at this point,
Yeah.
but it gets to the point where you have access to basically talk to the four gods of the world. So I talked to one of them, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's this other god. This other god wants the baby's souls to get stronger, and has been working with this Theos guy to like get the souls." And I'm
Okay.
like, "What?
Okay.
This is more interesting than just random guy sucking souls out of babies for no reason.
Uh
Like
huh.
this is a god being like, I would like those babies' souls, please. Here, get them for me, bud." And the guy's like, all right, sounds cool. Yeah. So there's this whole previous story where another god basically descended down, inhabited the body of a mortal, and was like on a mission to do something. And everybody was freaking out about it. And a god got together her priests, created a weapon to kill it, and killed it.
Killed the god.
Killed a god in a
Okay.
mortal body.
Yep.
So this god is like, yeah, so that god that went into the mortal body was trying to stop the god from sucking the souls out of the babies. That was what they were trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that god was like, I'd like to continue having baby souls, thank you, and figured out a way to kill it. So we've got characters who are like involved in that whole thing, and it just like the story just like exploded all over the place. All these different characters who were involved in these events when they happened thought one thing, and now they know something completely different. It's awesome. It's good.
Good. I'm glad it's not
Yeah.
shit.
So this god is like, hey, we should reverse what happened. We should put all the baby souls back in their bodies. And I'm like, okay. First thought, a lot of parents are just tossing their babies in the river when they're born without souls, or like killing them and burying them in the cemetery. If we put all of the souls back in the babies' bodies, do we get a pet cemetery kind of a thing where the baby zombies are coming back?
Sh-
Or how? What's the
Surely,
plan here exactly?
surely you could release them back into the reincarnation cycle where they just go into a newborn baby.
Yes, an option. That is an option. But this goddess was like, no, they should go back into the bodies, and the parents should have the joy of getting their babies back. And I'm like, I'd like to raise some concerns. And the game's like, no, you can't. So we'll see how that goes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pet Cemetery.
Uh huh.
Yep.
I mean, at this point, I'm kind of hyping myself up for some kind of a cutscene where like babies are crawling out of the river, like mama. Their like eyes are hanging out.
Uh, or I
Awesome.
mean, even this is like a Thanos reverse snap moment where it's like, okay,
Yes.
even if all the babies come back and they're perfectly normal and healthy and alive, it's like, okay, this one's 6 feet under and it just dies.
Yes. Or it's in the river and it comes back to life and then it drowns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So
Well, okay.
I'm anticipating some problems here.
So the babies are alive, they're healthy, they've got their souls in it, and the mother is now immediately 9 months pregnant. Perfect. Solved.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So you have to first grab the bodies, whatever state they're in,
Mm-hmm. Whatever many pieces there.
make them whole again,
Uh huh.
put them back in the mothers, put the soul in there, and then
Yeah. Perfect. Barely an
redo. It's a
inconvenience.
redo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're a god with magic power, that should be doable.
Right. I concur. But I think what they're doing here is, I mean, this is a trope dating back to Roman and Greek gods where they're powerful, maybe not all powerful, very powerful,
Mm-hmm.
but also they don't think things through very much.
Right.
So the way I've been talking to these gods, and they kind of have the things they want to happen, and they don't think about the consequences very much.
Right.
So I'm thinking this goddess is like, well, just put the baby souls back in their bodies, and everybody will be happy. Done deal. And like she never has the thought of like, but what about this, and what about this, and what about this, and what if
Right.
we do this? She's just like, no, we've solved the problem. Done.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking that might be where we're going, to the point where I'm expecting it to go horribly wrong.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
For some people, it's going to be awesome. For some people, it's going to be terribly wrong.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And if it is tied up in a neat bow because the goddess has the power to make it perfect for everybody, then I'm going to be annoyed.
Right. So
Because the game made me think about all this stuff.
right. So what was the other guy doing with the dead baby souls? Like he wanted to make them strong, you said? Or make
No,
him
the
strong?
god can absorb baby souls to become stronger.
Oh, he can absorb them. And you're
The
able to
god
get
can, yeah.
you're able to get them back from him after he's absorbed them, or
Yeah, that's the plan.
okay.
The goddess is like, if you do this thing, then you can get all the souls back, and then I'll put them back to normal.
Okay.
That's it. Like, it is
Hmm.
a very general plan.
It's more
So,
of
like I said,
it's an outline more than a plan.
really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then she's like, if you do that, then I'll give you the power to defeat this Theos guy once and for all, and he'll be gone forever. And I'm like, that sounds nice. I'm worried about the first part of this plan, though. She is not worried about it. So,
No.
no.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
So, let you know how it goes.
Cool. Good.
Yep. Very good.
Did you watch an episode of anime that I sent you?
I did not.
Okay, that's fine. It might have characters who have come back to life multiple times, and
Ooh.
might almost sound kind of vaguely what you were talking about. There was less
Do
soul
they
steal.
remember their past lives?
They do. It's one of the characters is saying, "Just kind of kill me, they'll bring me back. It's fine." And the other guy's like, "No, you tend to lose a bit of your memories and like your sense of self, and after a while, it can be like a real problem." So you know, and there's gods in that, and gods are like, "I can do things that are great," and you know, maybe you're, but is it?
But is it, though? Long term, have you thought about this? No.
The god in the shows, their power are a bit more mundane, a little more straightforward than like I can put souls back in dead babies. It's more like I can cast a really big fireball, which seems really
Like-
useful in that scenario. But whether or not they have ambitions outside of that scenario, I don't know. It's only one episode, so
So they're wizards.
kind of,
That's fair.
kind of.
I'll check it out. I'll give it a try.
I
Just
enjoyed
have
it.
time.
So yeah,
Yeah.
cool, cool, cool.
So have been watching Trigun with my daughter,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, this really reminds me of Cowboy Bebop. It's
Yeah.
kind of a space western kind of a thing on weird planets.
Mm-hmm.
And the main character is so much like Spike Siegel from Cowboy Bebop. It's like striking.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And I said, who's ripping off who here?
And we looked it up last week. That
Yeah.
it was Cowboy Bebop was first, but it was close
Nope.
or something. No, yeah,
Trigun was first. Trigun manga came out before the Cowboy Bebop manga came out.
okay.
By like a year.
A
It's not
year.
like a bunch, but it's
Right.
a year.
I remember it being close. Yeah.
Yeah. And so then I was like, okay, so is it like the same creator? Does that explain the similarities? And I looked up the Trigun creator and I'm like, okay, this guy got it. And like the creator of Cowboy Bebop is some collective group of people involved in some studio back in 1998.
Okay.
There's a director for the anime,
Mm-hmm.
but I looked up who the creator is and it's like a bunch of guys.
A bunch of guys created by Hajime Yatate. Yatate.
Is that the anime or is that the manga?
No, it's the 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 universe. It's saying it's a pseudonym for a collective contribution of the Sunrise
Oh,
animation staff.
there you go. That's what it was. That's what I saw. Isn't that crazy?
Hmm. I
Like,
took.
I am usually so much in the camp of if something's incredible, it's the vision of one person. And, like, they put it out and it's awesome and they were allowed to express themselves and it's great. But this was a cooperative who made Cowboy Bebop. What? How? That's all.
Yeah. I mean,
Blew my mind.
fair enough. I mean, I rarely look at say like let's say movies, even really great movies like Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings, right?
Mm.
I rarely look at that and go, well, Peter Jackson is a creative genius who single-handedly brought this thing to fruition, and go,
Mm.
it's clearly he deserves all the credit. Even calling it Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings, I feel like does a disservice to like just Tolkien, and let alone anyone else who worked on those movies who definitely put in loads of creative effort in places. Um,
Yeah, certainly.
uh, oh, in like 2 weeks they're doing a extended editions marathon at the local cinema, 10 a.m.
Oof.
to midnight.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, be careful with that.
so tempted to go. Um, it would be great to see those movies on the big screen again. I
Mm.
I would like to do that, but I don't know that I have 13, 14 hours in a chair.
Right. Totally. I mean, I did that. I watched the extended editions back to back one Saturday back in like 2005
Mm-hmm.
because my buddy had him. He's a huge Lord of the Rings fan. Got the extended editions as soon as he could. Maybe six. Anyway. Yeah, we did it on a Saturday. There is so much running in the two towers.
I know you think that,
Like, you
yeah.
know how Gimli and Legolas and Aragorn are like, let's run for 3 days. And you're
Yeah.
like, we got the picture. The extended edition's like, and no, really, you guys. They ran for 3 days.
Uh-huh.
Here's another 5 minute clip of them running to
Uh-huh.
epic, awesome music. And it's like, all right,
Yeah,
we get it.
when was it? I don't remember when it was, but Peter Jackson basically said we had like if you guys want like a really really uncut version, like, there was some movie that came out with like a super long. I don't remember what it was.
Hmm.
Um, and he goes, well, if you guys really want, we have like 600 hours of footage that hit the cutting room floor or something on the Lord of the Rings, and like a lot of that I assume is like location shots, just like
Yeah.
Peter Jackson had an unlimited budget to take a helicopter up and film New Zealand and just wanted a lot of helicopter rides over beautiful New
Yeah.
Zealand and did so.
Or
But
like the fourth and fifth and sixth versions of the shot we got in the end anyway.
yeah,
Like, no one cares about that. Yeah.
right. But there would be
Right.
a lot of stuff that you could add to those, probably just of people running for 3 days. Uh,
Horses galloping along the New Zealand countryside.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Tons of that.
tons of that.
And again, the music makes it kind of work.
Oh, it super works.
Well,
Super
again,
works.
to a point, and then you reach the point you're like, all right, I get it. You start wondering, like, how does Gimli keep up with these two guys? His legs are short.
Yeah,
This has got to be extra hard for him.
it is, but the endurance of the dwarven people should not be underestimated. Nor should the
Should
throwing
not.
capacity of the elves. I'm sure they just like shot putted him, and he like took a
Mm.
nap over 500 feet, and then they caught him when they landed. Uh, he's like, Aragon, go long. Um,
Dwarf punting.
yeah, yeah.
Now, if they were doing that, I would find the scenes more entertaining for sure.
Not quite the right tone, I think, for that moment.
No, probably not.
Probably not. Um, so I'm really tempted to buy tickets for this. It's $50 for 3 movies in a single day.
Hmm.
Um, problem
Come
is,
with food.
I don't think so. Yeah, gather your fellowship, stock up on lembas bread or popcorn, and prepare for the cinematic conquest. It doesn't say it comes with food. It says you should stock up on popcorn. It does have like half-hour breaks between movies to go out and eat and use the bathroom and stuff.
That's extremely helpful. Yeah.
Yeah. The problem is, I'm going to run into a tiny, itty bitty problem in that it starts at 10 a.m. on a Saturday. I work to
Mhm.
11:30 on a Saturday, and I would
Mm.
need Sunday off. So I'd need to take ideally both Saturday and Sunday off. And my boss is in a little bit of a pickle about whether or not she has a job, so I don't know that she can approve any leave.
What's going on exactly?
Yeah, some interesting stuff I might tell you about later.
Okay,
You know,
sound good.
you know how you said you wanted to stay at your previous job for as long as possible and keep yourself warm by the dumpster fire? Well,
Yes.
it's getting hot.
All right. The crackling, warm glow of the dumpster fire is getting a little bigger and a little warmer.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, here's how I'll put it. What I can say is, there's like an investigation going on, and so my boss can't be at work, right? That's
Yep.
Yep. So they didn't tell anyone in the department that she wasn't coming in on like a Saturday, and they didn't get anyone to replace her.
Cool.
So we came in, one of the ovens was broken, and I'm like, can't get a hold of the boss. Awesome. Don't know. She's supposed to be in. Isn't coming in.
Not answering your phone.
Because she's not supposed to have contact with anyone in the store.
Uh-huh.
I'm basically
Sounds
waiting.
like an incompetent investigation. Like, they should have told you what was going on if she's not allowed to tell you what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I got told when the store manager finally came in at like
Mhm.
8 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Not okay.
They might have told the second in charge of the department, but they're on holiday for another 2 weeks.
Cool.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
had to do your work missing an oven, unsure if your boss was dead or alive.
yeah,
Fun.
yeah, yeah. No, a lot of great stuff going on. So it's getting warm. I don't know that I'll be able to make it to the Lord of the Rings as the TLDR.
Dang.
Yeah,
That bad, huh?
yeah. It's also a long time to be sitting in a movie theater.
It is.
Yeah.
Serious business.
I might die
Well, I
if I
mean-
ate that much popcorn.
Yeah, probably. You know how there's that tweet where, like, a local man was admitted to the hospital after eating 78 chicken nuggets, and everyone's like, all right, 77 it is.
Yeah.
We should do that with popcorn. You should do it. Local man and podcast enthusiast was taken to the hospital after eating 3 large tubs of popcorn. Everyone's like, 2, got it. 2's the limit.
Two's the limit.
2.5, maybe.
Dude, I mean, I could try. I mean, the problem.
Don't hospitalize yourself.
That's the problem. I don't know when to stop. No one's done it before. It's like, is 3 the limit? Should I not try 4? Will 4 hospitalize me? What if I do 7, Falcon?
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Forget
This
it.
guy did the work with the nuggets.
Right. Forget hospitalization. Buying 7 large popcorns from a movie theater will bankrupt me.
Right. That's the problem with doing this with anything from the movie theater as opposed to chicken nuggets, which is substantially cheaper.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe
That's
they
funny.
don't say that they offer like free popcorn or drink refills or anything for this as well.
Probably.
They should.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Anyway, I will say one of my most disappointing things in life is that I didn't make it to the end of the company that I used to work for's collapse and eventual burning down. It's still somehow stumbling onwards.
Oh, the company still
Even
exists.
a year and a half after they laid me off. Yeah.
Still, I guess if you're not paying any salaries, you can technically exist for a lot longer.
And that's what I'm wondering. Yeah.
Yeah. Does the core, like business, the thing that you worked on still exist? Like, is it
Oh
still
no, that's part of the reason I got laid off.
right?
Yeah, is because the cloud that I was there for the beginning of,
Yeah.
they shut it down, and then they were like, this guy's mostly been working on the thing we don't have anymore. We can probably get rid of him just fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Does the other things that they make still exist? Like, do they technically probably still have revenue, or is it like no, there's nothing?
Yeah, it sounds like they released a product
Okay.
last year too, and it's like not a complete failure. So good on them, I guess.
Low bar. Not a
I
complete
know.
failure.
Well, again, they exist, and some of
Right.
the people I used to work with still have jobs.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah.
Uh,
Anyway, still sad about it. I wanted to be there to the end, but the end is still going. Still not even there yet. Amazing. I'm impressed.
do they have any job openings? Could you apply?
Oh, I should look. 53 jobs at the company I used to work at. What are you
Ooh.
doing?
Are any of
Oh,
them
India,
QA?
India remote,
Uh,
India remote, All right. Fuck you guys. Japan? You want to hire somebody in Japan?
yeah, they're breaking into the Japanese market.
Oh, there's only 6. Why'd you say there were 50? There's only 6 of them available, and half of them are India. One's Japan,
Mm.
and 2 of them are work out of Minnesota. It's like
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Hmm. Cool.
Yeah.
Uh, sorry, I just found the Indeed page for the company you worked at, and I'm looking at
Huh?
reviews from, I guess, former employees. 1 star.
I mean, that sounds about right. There are a lot of former employees.
Yeah. Management talk down to you like you're an idiot. 2 star.
Hmm.
Do you get a lot of that?
They mostly just ignored us.
Hmm.
Again, I've complained about this, but the thing that bothered us the most was they'd be like, all right, engineering, we want your opinion on this thing. It would be like, okay, here's our opinion on this thing. And they'd be like, cool, thanks. We're doing the opposite of what we think you should do, or you think we should do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, that's worse. Like, condescend all you want, but if you listen, then I'm fine with it.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'd rather be ignored than condescended to.
No, certainly. Being ignored is better than being condescended to. Being listened to is better than being ignored.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Popular questions. On average, how many hours of work do you do a day at this company? 10 to 12 is the most voted answer. People are doing long days, apparently.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Pretty bad. Anyway. Anyway.
Anyway.
Anyway. Is it Warhammer time?
It's Warhammer time.
Yeah. What did we read this time, Falcon?
Brutal Kunnin by Mike Brooks.
Yeah. The Orc book.
It's an orc book,
But,
but surprises abound in this orc book.
yeah, there's a lot of human-ish POV.
Yeah, more than I expected to have, certainly.
Yeah. The Mechanicus make a big show. Not a good showing, but
For the most part, no. Yeah.
a lot of self-interested petty infighting, and just straight up chaos corruption. But other
Yeah.
than that, it mostly serves, I feel like, to break up the orc section so you're not like, and then he clobbered him a 5th time, you know?
Yeah, but I think he does such a good job with the orc sections.
Mm-hmm.
Just being like, and then the orcs did this super cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
And this orc has adopted a squig. And these orcs killed a chaos titan. Like, they're always doing awesome stuff. I never felt like another chapter of the orcs. I was
Right.
like, ooh, we're back with
The
the orcs.
orcs. Yeah, the orcs are definitely the shine of it. But if you took out all the human stuff, would it just be
You
like?
think it'd get old?
I think it might it might feel more samey than it otherwise is now.
Certainly.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd hate it. I just like the orcs. I like the orcs a lot. They're so fun.
The orcs are really good. Let me pull up the wiki so I can remember people's names.
Yeah, Adeptus Mechanicus names and orc names are not that easy
Yeah.
to maintain. Yeah.
Kunnin. Uftak Blackhawk is our most prominent orc. he is, by his own admission, a recently promoted knob.
Right.
Knob is short for
Yeah.
noble. So if anyone's wondering why they call their leaders knobs, it's because it's noble. Uh,
Oh, yes, of course.
he was promoted to knob when his head was removed from his body and placed onto the body of a larger orc. Uh, he wields,
Orc physiology, everybody.
yeah. Um, he was blown apart by a tin boy, which is a this all happened in like one of a short story that we skipped, but we get it through bits and pieces. A tin boy is a Necron, for those who are unaware.
Yep, yep.
So he got blown apart by a tin boy, stitched back onto his knob's bigger body, and now he's the knob, wielding a snaz hammer.
Very cool.
And he's currently he gets his shooter chopped up and has to get a different gun. The boffin is the boffin is the doc who's replaced his own legs with a wheel. Um, oh, the book starts with them like dragging a ship backwards through the warp to its point of origin. The orcs in a running theme in the Aeronautica book that we read was like the orcs can't have good technology, they're orcs. And here we are
Right.
again watching the mechanics go, the orcs can do things with technology that we can't. That's impossible. Um,
Yep. Everyone's
including
really misinformed about the orcs.
right.
Constantly. Yeah.
Including one of my favorite things where you can warp a titan or a gargant as they call it to the surface of the planet. That was a lot of fun.
That was super cool. You can warp little jet bikes.
Yeah.
Like that was fun. It's like, okay, so like the speed boys, they've got these cars they're driving around that are super fast.
Mm-hmm.
And they can press a button and open a portal in the warp that then pulls them forward
Yep.
like a
50
couple
feet.
hundred feet and then
Yeah.
pops them back in.
Yeah. Yep.
That might honestly be like the most casual use of the warp I've seen in all of Warhammer.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're just using it for a speed boost. It's hilarious.
So there is a game called Speed Freaks where you play as a bunch of orcs. Basically, the orcs are role playing a racing game. And one of the vehicles that you can take is just one of those, and you get like a little dash teleporter thing. It's great. It's a lot of fun. So naturally, the book doesn't have a like. Here's a list of characters. So I've gone to Uftak Blackhawk's page, and I'm just like looking for names. I'm trying to find
Yeah.
who's his best buddy.
Book have one of those?
I don't know. The boffin. Oh man, so he gets a little grot when he steals the car, and that grot
Yeah.
has such good voice acting. Like, oh, boss, 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 there's something over there. You know, it's great. I really love the little grot.
It's a fun character for sure.
Yeah, it's hard not to just like gush about the things that are like really great moments of characterization. That's just so consistent. Like he throws a stick bomb or like a grenade through a hatch in the Titan, and then they're like, "Oh, it's a bit glowy down there. It was that other guy's stick grenade that did it." You know, like immediately shifts ownership in his own internal monologue. Uh, so funny. It's so good to read.
I like that he's constantly throwing his power axe to like kill people. And then he's always like, "Hey, that's mine. No one else pick it up." And then there's a part where he's like, "I really should figure out a way to get it back more easily than just like running after it and picking it out of the back of
Yeah.
an Adeptus Mechanicus."
Oh, it's great.
Well, because I mean, yeah, orc, right? You're constantly being like, "That guy's gun is cooler than mine. Can I kill him and take it?" Yes, awesome, great gun.
Yep.
Yeah, so you have to be really possessive about the cool stuff that you have because, yeah, somebody will pick it up and run with it if you don't make it very clear.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I was like, oh, so you need like Thor's power. You need like the ability to like summon the axe.
Yeah.
Not a lot to ask for an orc, I imagine.
Yeah, but
Not a
it's
lot that going on.
probably not impossible.
Mm-mm.
So I will just say, as something that you wouldn't know, Uftak here has a model on the tabletop. It was like a
Nice.
promotional model. He uses his shock cannon, his gun that he ripped off the car, because it's, shooty enough. Um,
Mm-hmm.
he balances it on Princess's head on the model. Like, it has the
Oh.
squig, and it's it's pretty great. Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
I gotta see this.
Yeah, it's up on the stream. I'll send you a picture.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not you in Discord. This is you. There you go. It's great.
That is good. He's got his stitches on his neck.
Yeah, yeah, from where his head got transplanted.
Yeah, yeah. That's cool. Yeah, and then Princess is mostly teeth, he says more than once.
Yes, Princess has a lot of teeth. Possibly the only squig ever to have eaten a princeps from a titan.
Ooh, probably.
Probably. Um,
I mean, as I always say in these books, I'm like, okay, author, you just told us a very easy way to kill a titan. Did you think this through? Because apparently you can drop in a titan, cut open a hole, go in there, kill everyone, and then call it a day.
Yep, that's the thing you can do.
Why is this not a plan? I've
What?
seen people fight titans, and I'm like, you got to have warhounds, and you're like, couldn't get your own titan. Or like get a plane and drop a load of explosives on it. No, drop a space marine on it, cut a hole in the bulk, go in there, kill everyone, and you're done. It's insane.
I mean, it was only possible because it was fighting a gargant of its own at the time, right? Like,
Yes, so wait until the titan is otherwise engaged in battle, and then drop a space marine on it.
but what if there are no other available targets and you start to fly over it and it goes, "Heh, that's probably a problem." Pop, and you
Yeah,
die.
I know. I'm just saying it's possible. I'm not saying it's super easy, but it's easier than every other way I've seen to kill a titan.
Yeah.
That's all.
I don't know what to tell you. It's like, okay, it worked this one time. It If they did this 99 more times, would it work every time? I don't think so.
No, but again, easier than every alternative.
Not
I
easier
just like
than
the moment too after they've killed it and they're kind of stuck inside. Like, how do we get out of here?
yeah.
Is it the squig? The squig's like, yeah, this is a door. It's got a wheel on it. And Guthrik's like, I never understand why humans put wheels on doors. You can't drive doors. Humans are dumb.
It's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Brooke, he's good. I love Mike Brooks. He is so good at Orc. And I'm honestly impressed with his Mechanicus writing too.
Yeah, there was a lot of really
And his
enjoyable
Chaos
stuff.
Space Marine writing is also really good.
Yeah, yeah. We
Like,
get a little bit of
I
Chaos
don't
Space
know.
Marines. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that guy's name? Because he had secretly infiltrated this Forge world entirely to get revenge on a Titan, right? That like blew up his shit, which is a really interesting thing. I think also his Titan writing was pretty good in that like, oh, this Titan is the monarch, and the other two we tried to rouse them to fight without it, and they're just like, no, if the king doesn't walk, we don't either. I thought that was a great realistically thought out kind of like these machines have spirits in them, and you can't just turn them on like a car. So I really enjoy
Especially Titans.
see those things.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, but the Titans get blown up by the Gargant. And he's left like, well, I made this demon engine. I guess I'll try and figure out a way to get it turned on.
Might as well.
Might as well.
got some time.
Gravlax
Yeah, it's
daily.
that's a great moment too, though. He's like, "All right, I'm in. I've infiltrated this place. Need to get revenge on this one Titan that I've been burning with the fire of 1,000 suns to kill it." And then he's like, "The orcs killed it." He's
Yeah.
like, "What the? What? What do I do now?"
No.
It's a great moment.
Yeah.
Orcs are great. They mess everything up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole first third of the book is the Adeptus Mechanics being like, well, this is how the orcs should behave as they're trying to conquer our planet. They're going to do this, and they'll go here, and we can drive them into our
Oh.
traps and do everything else. And the orcs are like, no, you can't anticipate anything we do. And like, my
Right.
logic.
There's
Yeah.
the parts where they're having a council and they're like, the orcs haven't opened fire on us from orbit, and they're like, well, why is that a problem? And they're like, well, they usually do that if like the fact that they're
Attacking
not
the planet.
yeah, the
Yeah.
fact that they're not is we should we be worried? And like, nah, don't worry about it. It just means that they're dumb or their guns are broke or they're out of ammo. It's fine.
Yeah.
And then they get down there and they're like, huh. What was it? It was what you were saying. Like, oh, the orcs aren't going into our obvious strong points. Like, they laid all these traps and made some other places look way stronger than they are. And it's like, the orcs are just going for all the strongest looking places anyway. Any normal force would be like, okay, that place looks weak. Let's go in there and get ambushed in the trap. Orcs
Right.
just go for whatever looks strong. And that's where
Well,
mechanics put all their weakest stuff.
it's because that's where the loot is. Their logic is the humans are protecting all the cool loot with as much stuff as they have. That's where it is.
Yeah.
Obviously, over there where there's no defense, there's nothing cool to protect. So let's go towards all that stuff. Yeah.
Right. There's even the like internal thought processes from the orcs never gets old because he's like, the humies do such a great job of gathering up all this loot, and then they get mad when you come and try and take it. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, the idea of a
Another
scrap
one I
is
really
just
liked
a good
was the
time.
humans get so mad when you try to remove their skulls, but then they put repulsors on them, have them fly around and shoot guns anyway. What's up with that?
Oh, it's great.
Mm,
It's so good.
super, super good.
So much to love about these orcs. I like, again, I can just sit here and be like, I like it when Uftak is like, I'm gonna like try and swing my leg and kick the grot off me for like as we're flying through the car in the air for no reason other than he can, and like the grot grabs him and is like, oh, thanks, boss. You know, you saved me. Yeah.
What grot doesn't understand that no orc gives a shit about them? Like, why
Right.
would he save you, man?
Right.
What are we doing here?
Oh.
What are some of my highlights? Yeah. So there's the part where he's holding on to the. Yeah, so they're in the Titan and it's falling as it's dying. It says Uthak, bracing himself as best he could by holding on to support struts, reflected that he'd spent entirely too much of today in large metal things that were about to hit the ground. This was no life for an orc who only wanted to stomp on some humy faces and nick their shiniest gubbins. Poor guy. Way too much time not doing those things.
Yeah, I like that the dock has a bunch of disorderly grots. They're like his hospital orderlies, but they're called disorderlies, and they're just grots that run around doing things for him. And when they're in their drop pod, the doc's like, yeah, you could grab on and like onto me, you poor little grots. I'll protect you. And Uftak's just like, he's probably just doing it so that if he gets flown against the wall, he's got something squishy between him and the wall. I made a meme out of one of them and sent them to you, which was Uftak being like, scatter, boys, when the knights come down the hill. He's like, that's a problem, we should scatter. And then he starts running towards where he thinks the loot is and realize everyone's scattering in the same direction as him. They're all just running with him. He's like, what are you doing? I should scatter. We're scattering with you.
And
Uh,
then later he notices that the human forces actually effectively scatter at one point. He's like, that's how you do it, right there.
right there. Uh,
There's the moment where he's about to kill the infernal engine,
mm-hmm.
the corrupted Titan.
Yeah.
And he says, they get ejector seated into the air, and as he's falling, it says he makes eye contact with what he calls the Gargant killer.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, eyes that burn with an internal fire. And the strangest sensation he'd ever experienced ran through him. If he'd had the vocabulary to describe it, he might have said that it felt like a mark had been laid upon his soul. It's like, yeah, orcs are not ever going to say that. They're never going to recognize that concept. But he sure felt that way and didn't know how to articulate it.
At the start of the book, when they're dragging the ship back through the warp, it gives you some perspective how orcs feel about like going through the warp on their ships. It's like, well, go, what are they called? Space Hulks are like, Gork and Mork always have some things that are gonna keep it fun. If you run out of other things to kill, um, and if you get over the wibbly wobbly weirdy bits, like what it was like to have my perspective coming out of my kneecaps, it's like it was strange, but it sorted itself out. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, when you're going through the warp, sometimes horrible, unspeakable beings show up and you have to kill them. But Gork and Mork know you get bored on long journeys through space anyway, so it gives the boy something to do.
Yeah. uh,
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I don't know, man. Mike Brooks is like going up my list of favorite Warhammer authors. I think he crushed this.
It's great. There's not a bad moment in this.
Mm-mm.
No.
I like when the Chaos Space Marine is kind of dinking around and he's like, wait a second, there's some weird code running around the noosphere. What the hell is this? And he chases it down and it hunkers in a physical location somewhere that he can't access without physically going there. And he's like, and like, I really shouldn't expose myself by going there. It's putting me at huge amounts of risk. But also, what the hell? I'm really curious about this thing.
Right.
So he goes in, and it turns out it's the quarters of this, probably the most reasonable member of the Mechanicus in the book.
Yeah.
Zare, or whatever her name is.
Zariel, I think.
Zariel, sure. And so we get her perspective. She's like, I just went into my quarters. And she's like, well, that's weird. I'm not anywhere near my quarters. And she explains that she has that alert set to go off anytime anyone enters her quarters or leaves, even herself,
Right.
in case this happens. And she's like, yes, my paranoia paid off. It's not even paranoia. It happened.
Yeah. She gets in there and has a chat with Gavlin Dayrak, this Iron Warrior. Yeah. She's like, oh, I recognize what you are, and I'm going to try and, like, lure you in with some conversation, and then jams a crystal into him under his arm. It's like, hopefully that poisons him to death, and I can, like, survive long enough that it happens.
Yeah, she goes from, like, holy shit, Chaos Space Marine is in my quarters. Is he going to kill me? To like, I'm gonna try kill it real fast. I was kind of impressed. Yeah, so again, the thing that the whatever it is came out of is some Aldari artifact that she found in her journeys. She doesn't even know what it is.
No.
She doesn't know how it works. She has some theories about what it is, and they kind of go back and forth about what it is. It's funny. She's like, it's of human origin, and the Iron Warrior's like, really?
Really? Are you that stupid?
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, well, maybe I have been pretending it's not of Xenos origin because of the heretical implications of me having it.
Right. Right. He's like, maybe it's Eldari. And he goes, I've never seen Eldari work with metal before. Like,
right.
Well, maybe they bolted that on afterwards. And it's like, yeah, probably. That's kind of a thing that people do to Eldari tech, is they just kind of bolt stuff onto it when they get so they can use it.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. I mean, I guess that's in the second book that we know exists already. Probably.
It could be. It could be one of the the short stories between it and this.
Ah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big plot point for like the last half of the book.
It probably is in the Big Decker, but
Hmm.
I don't know. It could be in Road Rage or Pack in Heat.
True.
Yeah. So by the end of the
It's
book,
just
yeah. Oh,
well, I'm just saying it's just interesting to introduce something that an Chaos Iron Warrior who's been around since 30K is like, what is that? Right?
right. And then
Yeah.
because it's an orc book, you just never touch on it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a weird thing to do.
I mean, yeah, it's a bit weird, but I mean, they do also give the orc Space Marine power armor.
That's true.
Yep. It's like, well, should orcs just be running around in Centurion armor? I don't think so.
Apparently it fits.
Apparently, if it's got underslung guns under the arms, and they're like, well, we
Yeah.
had to take the arms off; they didn't fit, and neither the legs. But it's just wearing the chest piece with like the jump pack at the back, and like this is my canon reasoning for why Centurions don't have jetpacks now. The one prototype got stolen by an orc.
That's it. It's
That's
this
it.
story right here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
At this Forge world, they were working on it. It was almost done, and then orcs invaded and stole the prototype and all the plans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super good.
Uh.
Kind
Yeah.
of got a feel for the demon that's brought out of the warp to inhabit a Titan, and then 10 minutes into it gets murdered.
Oh, poor demon. Poor demon.
I'm just saying. Come on, you get drawn out of the warp, bound to a Titan. You expect to last longer than like 45 minutes, probably, right?
Probably. Yeah. Probably.
Yeah.
I do like all the story we get with the tech priest who had been like sponsoring the Chaos Space Marine has what he thinks is his command throne on top of it.
Yeah.
And he sits on it and immediately realizes this thing's gonna eat his soul, use it for information on how to pilot the thing, and he's going
Yep.
to suffer an extremely long torment in the warp because of it. And it's like,
Yep.
poor buddy got tricked by a Chaos Space Marine. That's why you don't trust Chaos Space Marines.
No. Classic 40K.
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah. Chaos Space Marine shows up and he's like, "Oh, I'm just a wandering tech enthusiast, just here to hang out and do some chaos shit." And they're
Yep.
like, "Cool, man."
Just wondering tech sage.
Yep. Then it all goes super bad.
Super not great.
No.
Yeah, so I mean we didn't even really get to what the orc plot is, which is there's a war going on with the mech lord, but they get here and it turns out that there's a freebooter captain who's like, I'll race you to the loot. Don't shoot me
Yeah.
in the back. And the moment he's out of the room, the mech lord guys are like, well, if you think your gun's gonna misfire, do it pointing in the direction of the freebooters guys. You know? So the orcs are fully just having a race for loot. That is what this entire planet-ending war is about.
Yeah.
And they eventually get the loot, but the freebooter teleports away with like the best stuff.
Well, whatever the last thing was, right?
Yeah, which I feel like might have been the best thing.
Yeah, but what is it? It's not described very well.
I
Some kind of vehicle, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read it over like 3 times. I was like, "Am I supposed to know what this is?" No,
No.
I'm not.
No.
Okay.
Not that
So
I'm
again,
aware of.
Story threads, crumbs set for later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets Urtak gets promoted to Big Boss, so he's now a Metal Gear Solid character.
Totally.
Yep. The volcano starts to go, and they have to run back to the pods. And the book just ends. It's like battle
Yeah.
over, loot divvied up as best you can. The freebooter was like, "You stole my car." Oh, and I couldn't be happier. And he's like, "Oh, you're happy about this? What's going on?" And it's like,
He's like, "It was so rad how you used it to kill a corrupted Titan. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen."
yeah. And then steals a bunch of like the final thing, and then the book ends. Just to be continued in the adventures of
Yep.
Uftak Blackhawk.
Uthak. Uthak. Yeah, there's a great moment where he's like, I killed a regular Titan. I killed a demon Titan.
Mm-hmm.
I done 1,000 other cool things in this book.
I
And part of him's like, I should be warlord.
yeah, I could push the Mech Lord right here,
Yeah.
but he might just maybe be able to hang on. And then the Mech Lord
Drag me down with him.
yeah, and the Mech Lord just like smacks him on the shoulder, like, I believed you. And he goes, oh, he hit me just hard enough that maybe I would have fallen, but I might have been able to hold on. Like they both had this same thought where it's. Oh,
It's like they thought about murdering the other one, but realized the risk was a little bit too high, so they let it go.
yeah.
It's smart how the Mech Lord heads it off, though, because Uthtuk has amazing support from the orcs. They're all chanting his name. They all see the cool shit he's been doing.
Mm-hmm.
And if Uthtuk seizes the moment properly right there, like, maybe he's the new war boss.
Maybe.
But the Mech Lord's like, you are big boss. Basically, you're my second in command.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, everybody, if Uthtuk tells you to do something, do it, unless I tell you otherwise.
Yeah.
And Uthtuk's like, rad, I'll take that. That sounds awesome.
I'll take a
Yeah.
promotion. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Dude, the moment... Do they... Okay, so the Adeptus Mechanicus are like, we've figured out, sort of, how the orcs work, and we feel if we take down their leader, it'll at the very least create a lot of infighting as the orcs try to figure out who the new war boss is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So they take a war boss down? Who is that?
When did they take down a war boss?
He's riding on a squigoth, probably?
Oh,
Do you know what I'm talking about?
maybe. It doesn't feel like it was a named guy.
No, it doesn't. And so that's why I'm wondering. It's like, okay, for this plan to work, you kind of got to kill a war boss.
Right.
But all the war bosses I know of are fine at the end of the book.
Right.
So, who was this?
Maybe this guy was the Mech Lord's second in command already, and now
Yeah.
he's dead. And that's why he was able to get a promotion. They just need to.
Yeah,
Maybe, I don't know.
makes sense.
I don't. That part, I guess, didn't stick to me.
That's fair.
What was I thinking? I had something. Yeah, I mean, they did have a plan to kill a war boss, but they also had conflicting plans. One of the council was like, they were able to teleport a gargant to the planet's surface. We should take it in peace. Take it in one piece, try and capture it, without destroying it, so we can study it. And it's like,
Right.
no, that's probably real bad. And then later, they're like, okay, the orcs are about to invade in foot. We can alter our void shield so they can't walk in. Oh, but what if we let it down and let some of the orcs in so we can capture those for study? It's like,
Yeah.
no, you just let orcs in. It's not a good idea. Don't let orcs into your building. And
Your plan is to toss electrified nets on the orcs and then cattle prod them into incapacitation?
apparently,
It does not work at all,
no.
and everyone dies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible plan.
Terrible plan. But you get to lower the shield right when Uftak swings his snaz hammer into it and be like, I took down the shield by myself. I'm great.
Right. And that's another legendary thing that he does in this book. He does many legendary things. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, it's great. Uthtuk is like, okay, the nets were cool. Like, if they'd netted us and then shot us to death, they probably could have killed a bunch of us.
mm-hmm.
But then they just tried poking us with their stupid shocky sticks, and that didn't do anything.
Humans are so stupid. Humans.
Constantly confused by the actions of the humans. And the humans are constantly confused by the actions of the orcs, too, so it's only fair, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so is that... Do you have anything else? I mean...
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. It's a very straightforward book in terms of story. It's just so packed full of, character with the orcs that
Yeah.
it's so good. Everyone should read it. If you're listening to this, go read this book.
Totally. And
Yeah.
one thing I like before we wrap it up, I like that he took the opportunity to give us interesting fights between different factions.
Mm.
Like our Chaos Iron Warrior is scrambling around the air ducts, and he runs into a like stealth group of 5 orcs also in the air ducts.
Right.
So they fight, and it's like, oh, okay, so that's how that would turn out. And then we get the fight between our Abdethus Mechanicus main character and this Chaos Space Marine. It's like, okay,
Right.
that's pretty much a draw.
Yeah.
And then we have the guys taking down the second in command to the war boss. They kill him, but it takes like a bunch of them die.
Right.
Yeah, it's just a lot of like interplay between the different factions.
Mm. Mm. You just reminded me of when the Mechanicus lady is fighting the Iron Soldier, and she's like, the literal distinction between a plasma gun and a plasma welder are kind of negligible at this range. you know, when she's like
Yeah.
going through how she's fighting him, and it's like, okay, he turned her back on her, which would seem stupid, but his backpack had a bunch of mechadendrites, and it's like, okay, that makes sense. And they're doing like this arm wrestle thing with their mechanical arms, so they're trying to
They're
wrestle
both
each other.
facing away from each other, like Doctor Octopusing each other. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun. Everyone's
really
internal
is.
monologue is very funny. Everyone's.
Totally.
So yeah,
Yeah.
two
Good
thumbs
job,
up.
Mike.
Good job, Mike.
100%.
Yep. We are going to read the next book,
Yep.
which is The Big Dacker, but there are 2 short stories, so that's side quest content. If you want to do it, you can do it, but there's no mandate to do it.
Right,
Basically,
right.
yep. And that, The Big Dacker.
And done.
Done.
4.4 rating out of 5 on Goodreads. Nice.
Nice. Nice.
Stop trying to make me get Audible. Leave me alone, Amazon. I don't listen to books. I
I-
read them.
If you ever go back and decide you want to listen to an audiobook while you're running, give this book a go. Give the Mike Brooks's orcs are great with voices. Like they all do funny voices. It's great. Like
I believe it.
like my I can't even attempt to do the voices that they do. Oh, boss for the grot. It's just so funny every time he has a line.
Good old princess.
No, the grot. Princess is
Oh,
a
the
squig.
grot.
Princess
Squig,
is
right.
Yeah, squigs don't talk.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got a great moment where Guthrog says like I'm developing some actual attachment to this to these grots and this
Yeah.
squig.
Yeah. There's a moment where the squig like jumps on a Humi and eats it, and he's like, "Good squig," you know.
Who's a good squig?
Squig.
Apparently, it was him.
Yeah. Alrighty, let's wrap it up. It is hot. And I need
All
to
right.
shower.
Good plan. All right, that's going to be it from us. This has been Falcon Paladin and Somicron coming at you with yet another edition of the Falcon Paladin Hour. Streamed live at twitch.tv/Somicron every Monday if you're in the US and Tuesday if you're in Australia and other places in between, depending on where you are in the world. You can support the podcast by coming over to the Twitch side and buying a subscription. You can do Prime subs as well. If you're an Amazon Prime member, you can cheer bits. You can gift subs to other people, all cool stuff like that. You can also go ahead and buy merch at falconpaladin.store or support on a monthly basis at patreon.com/Somicron. A lot of good options. So check it out. And we'll be back next week with more orc stuff,
More orcs,
as you
orcs.
saw
Yep.
and heard. Also, we're on youtube.com/@Somicron if you're more of a YouTube VOD watcher. Almost forgot about that one.
Yeah, that's a thing.